What's up? Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're having a warmer start to your Sunday than me. It is minus 30 wind chill outside. I'm going out there as little as possible today. But I've said many times that SHIB price is ready to explode. And guys, it really is. All right. We've looked at the charts. We're fighting against some of these trend lines. We're following the path from 2023. This is good. This is exciting, right? Now, a big impact into this chart is obviously BTC. And right now, BTC is trying to fight through some selling. But there is some accumulation that's happening behind the scenes that many people aren't paying attention to, and they don't understand the long-term impact of this. Now, remember, as BTC price gets affected and moves up, it's going to drag other alts with it. SHIB is going to be one of those, but I'll get to that in just a second. So what I'm talking about is the demand from the spot Bitcoin ETFs. So BlackRock apparently has taken over 11,500 BTC from supply in the last 2 days. So this equates to about $500 million. Now, why this is important is that there are 900 Bitcoin that are issued daily. This is the amount that is actually mined and the market has to absorb, obviously, when miners dump it. Now, the key point is that this 11,500 BTC was sucked from the system in 2 days by just one entity, by just one of these spot Bitcoin ETF issuers. Now that alone is approximately 13 days of supply. Hopefully you guys are starting to piece this together here. So in addition, IBIT spot ETF only managed an average of 25% of the volume over 2 days. So we can assume 46,000 BTC was basically absorbed by these spot Bitcoin ETFs here in the US was actually sucked out of the market, right? And obviously there was some dumping from GBTC. We're obviously facing some dumping from the FTX estate, so that's neither here nor there. Now, what he said was assuming 11,500 times 4, or basically comes out 23,000 a day in terms of the BTC that is actually bought by these spot Bitcoin ETF issuers. That's 25 and a half times the amount of Bitcoin that is entering the market. All right. And that doesn't include retail investors. That doesn't include other ETFs around the globe. That is just US spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now, where this starts to get kind of crazy is over time, as there is continuous demand for these spot Bitcoin ETF products, as it really does begin to ramp up, as there are new ones issued, as more institutional money flows in, the supply of BTC that's actually out in the markets for retail consumers begins to dwindle very, very quickly, especially when you're doing 25 and a half times the daily production. All right. Now, this even further magnifies when you get past the Bitcoin halving, when it's statistically twice as difficult to mine BTC. That's where things really, really, really get wild, and we face an extreme supply crunch in terms of Bitcoin. Now, again, why this affects SHIB is those liquidity pools get drug up, right? We get pulled through liquidity because of the pairing to BTC. As BTC price moves, this is again why there's a high correlation to BTC. Assets get drug with it. Now, what SHIB is really trying to do here is it's not trying to, I think this is a huge misconception. Okay. People are thinking that SHIB is fighting to prevent itself from falling down. That's not the case at all. There are many alts that are doing that. They're fighting to just stay above some of the support levels. SHIB is trying to fight to the upside. It has been for a while, right? Guys, the weakest SHIB looked was here in June, and then down here in the fire sale range. It is not anywhere close to that level anymore. SHIB is ready to take off. All right. It has been heavily accumulated. Right now, it's fighting to try to work through some of this liquidity. It's fighting to try to break through 401. It's fighting to try to break through some of these trend lines. All right. And when over time it is drug up through some of these levels of liquidity, it's going to keep trying to fight to the upside. We get into lower levels of liquidity, price moves faster. I'll remind people, once we get up into no man's land here, price moves really, really quickly. Again, if you really need a good reference, just look at what happened in the last bull market. All right. That's what it's doing, guys. It's trying to fight to the upside. It's not trying to fight to stay above the downside. All right. So we'll obviously see what happens as time moves on and as we get more data from these spot ETFs and how the demand evolves on those. And as BTC finds its footing around this 42K range, I would not be surprised if SHIB tries to stretch its legs a little bit, but really kicks off when BTC starts to make steps forward. So I appreciate you guys. Would love to hear your thoughts on this. Whoa, what the heck is that? All right, that was weird. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Show your love below. Stay warm out there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.